Hello fellow SIMAGICians, and today I'll be taking you through a lap around one of the most historic circuits in motor racing, Silverstone Grand Prix layout, for this week's SIMAGIC FIA F4 challenge. For this lap, I'm using the SIMAGIC Alpha wheelbase alongside with the GT Neo steering wheel and the P1000 pedals with both hydraulic upgrades and the PHBR haptic motors. For turn 1, it's flat out. You want to start turning in early at around the tarmac here. Aim at the apex and use the curbs, but make sure to keep your outside wheels on the white line to stay within track limits. Run the car to the left, but reserve some space for the also flat turn 2. Minimize steering to maintain speed. Keep the car towards the left and straighten up the car for the braking point of turn 3. Start braking at the start of the entry curb. Don't go too hard on the brakes to avoid overloading the front axle. As you come down to third gear, start to turn in and rotate the car into the apex while trailing off the brakes. Use all the apex curbs. Get on the power quickly and let the car run slightly towards the left. Immediately go right and try to open up the fast approaching turn 4 as much as possible. And start braking and turning in at the beginning of the entry curb here. Carefully balance the car and roll the speed into the apex. Then get on the power quickly to get the best exit speed for the long Wellington straight. For turn 6, you want to spot the brakes at about a car length before the 50-meter board. Then slowly start to turn in while carrying the brakes to create rotation into the corner. Reserve some space on the inside and aim deep into the corner to open up the exit. Carry speed onto the apex in between the sausage curbs. Leave at least one wheel on the white line to stay within track limits. Then quickly pick up the power and rotate the car out of the corner. Bring the car to the right and start turning in and trail brake into turn 7 while being on the inside line. Allow the car to go slightly wide to carry some extra speed and open up the exit, but keep it relatively tight. Then, at around the middle of the corner, start to pick up the throttle and rotate the car back towards the inside. You can use the grandstand as a reference. And make sure to use all the tracks for the best exit. For turn 9 cops, you want to open up the corner as much as possible to maximize the cornering speed. Then turn in early, start to turn in and trail brake at about 1.5 car length to rotate the car into the apex. Make use of the apex curb to open up the corner and get on the power as quickly as you can. Make sure to keep at least one wheel on the white line for track limits. Coming into the infamous Macket and Backet section, you want to turn in late and use all the curbs to open up turn 11 as much as possible. Start turning in quickly and trail brake into turn 12 as you come off the turn 11 curb. Use as much track as possible and pick up the power quickly to carry speed. Run the car to about the middle of the track to open up turn 13 while carrying speed. Start turning in and trail brake just alongside this runoff intersection to set up rotation for turn 13. Make the progress as swiftly as possible to get the best turn-in efficiency. Again, use as much track as you can get away with and get on the power quickly to get the best exit. Hug the inside of the exit of turn 13 to open up turn 14 for the hanger straight. Then start to turn in and trail brake into the apex right at the end of the curb here. Again, make the transfer progress quick to get the best turn-in efficiency. Then, again, make use of all the tracks available and pick up the power early to get the best exit speed. Let the car go wide and use all the exit curbs, but make sure to leave at least one wheel on the white line for track limits. Going into turn 15 stow, you want to start braking just at the beginning of the entry curb here. Then quickly start to trail brake and slowly lean the car towards the late apex while carrying speed. Keep the car relatively tight, but leave enough room for opening up the exit. Once the car is on the apex curb, use the inside curbs as a reference. Quickly power the car out of the corner. Keep your left wheels on the black and white curbs to stay within track limits. For turn 16, you want to spot the brakes at the start of the entry curb here, drop to second, and carry a reasonable amount of speed into the apex. Take all the curbs on the inside to open up turn 17, pick up the power. Place the car somewhat middle of the track and aim for the outside of the sausage curb here for the apex. Give a slight lift to give the front end a little more bite into the corner, and make use of all the curbs on the inside to straighten up the corner. Get back to full throttle once the rear has found enough grip, then keep the steering smooth for the best momentum to the line. And that is a lap around Silverstone Grand Prix layout.